Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. This is Jasmine. I have a 7-card spread here for you. Y'all, this is going to be about Trump, the impeachment, his energy, his thoughts, and what's to come for him for the next 4 years. All right, don't forget this video is not made for kids. If you're under the age of 18, please click off now. Remember, y'all, this is alleged. I have to say that because of YouTube. This is alleged. I'm not legally responsible for your feelings, thoughts, or actions after viewing this video. You are responsible for your own feelings, thoughts, and actions after viewing this video. Yeah. What else? Oh, I've been gone for a couple of days. You know, I live in Texas. We had a snowstorm here, and it's been very, very difficult to go to work and back. I am about 30 minutes away from my job, which requires me to get on I-30, which I was not getting on I-30 after that massive car crash they had here. So I took a different route, which took me an hour to get to work, an hour to get home. So I wasn't able to film any videos until now because I'm off today. I've been extremely, extremely tired from just the driving, having to get up an hour early and all of that. All right. So everything else is in my disclaimer, and everything else is in the description box. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell if you want to be reminded when I upload another video. If you want a personal reading, contact me with the email down below. Let's get started with the reading. Okay, so I asked the cards and spirit about Trump's energy. What are his thoughts now that he's been acquitted? Which, you know, I was going to do a video about that because I knew that that was going to happen, and I just didn't have the time because of work and having to get up early and driving, and I wish I did it now. All right, so here is the Chariot. This is the card of success, successful travel, success. This is how he is feeling now, victorious, successful. He feels that he triumphed once again, which he normally does because of his status of who he is. And a lot has to do with people being afraid of him because he puts the people he works closely with, he puts out that energy towards them, and they actually become afraid of what he might do to them or ruin their name or ruin their personalities or professions or jobs and things like that. So a lot of people either get away from him or they work next to him and do whatever he says because of that simple fact. Because that's the type of energy that surrounds him when people work with him, okay? And remember, y'all, again, I have to say this is alleged through the tarot cards. I have to use that word. I hate using that word, but I have to because we are talking about another person here. So he got acquitted from his second impeachment. And it's very sad that he's had 2 impeachments. I mean, it's very sad that he has that energy about him, that he would draw this type of energy towards him to be impeached twice. I mean, come on. Who wants to be impeached not even once? Okay, but he does it to himself. Everything that happens to him, he does it to himself because of his mouth. He has no control over his mouth or what comes out of it. And mainly his mentality and the way of thinking. He, again, wants to rule the world. He wants to, that's the only thing he's interested in. He's not interested in the people, what he can do for the people, or helping anyone else. Everything he does is about power. He is power hungry, and it has overwhelmed him. All he wants to do is control, and be the boss, be powerful over everybody. Okay, whether you believe it or not, I don't care. This is what I'm telling you now. Okay, he doesn't care about the people. Okay, he doesn't care about the people. All he cares about is power. He wants to gain power wherever he can, wherever he goes. He wants to be top dog, #1, and that's it. Okay, so, and he knew he was going to be acquitted because of the people that he's got working behind him. And I also feel that in secret, he didn't like come out and threaten them, but he gave out that energy to them to where they would just naturally follow him because they're afraid of getting their names ruined or their character ruined, you know, Sorry, all my cards are dirty. My new deck is coming tomorrow. Okay, let's move on with the next card. So here we have the Knight of Cups. And I also asked about him and his wife's current energy. So I do feel like now he is a little bit more relaxed now that the impeachment is over and the, voting thing is over and all that. So I feel like he is trying to, how do I say this? He's trying to show his wife more love feelings because during the presidency and voting and all that, he didn't pay much attention to her. She was really upset about that. And if you haven't watched it, go watch my other videos that I did about her and him and their energies during this time. And it shows there how she was upset because all he was thinking about was, the presidency and the voting. And he lasted like that for months, which made him ignore her. Okay, so now that he is more relaxed and wants to move forward, he's trying to show her this cup of love. And he's going to be working hard at it because he knows that he messed up and he wants to make up for it to her. So he's going to be working really hard. This is what this horse is high stepping, you see. So he's working really, really hard going towards her with this cup of love and wants to show her again that he cares about her and he loves her and wants to, reignite that flame that they have, whatever flame that is, because I don't think he has any flame in him other than wanting to be, powerful. But that's another video. Yeah. So he's moving towards that. Now, here we have the Two of Swords. I do feel like in his mind, he is at a crossroads because I feel like in his mind, he's saying, okay, what next? What next after all these turbulent times? The water in the back, and he's in his mind a lot right now still. He's been like that since the presidency voting, and he's going to be like that for a while. That's what the blue represents. But here in the background, we have the water that's not smooth. That represents unstable emotions and turbulence. So I do feel like he still feels a lot of turbulence on the inside. He's in his mind about it. And he's literally at a crossroads thinking, okay, now that this impeachment happened, the acquittal, what is my next step? He's at a crossroads. He's not really quite sure which road to take. That's what these two cross represents. There's a blindfold here representing he's blinded towards the future. He has a whole lot of ideas for the next 4 years. He does want to stay in the political side of things, and he does want to run for presidency again in the next 4 years. I really doubt that he will make it or, be voted as president in the next 4 years. But here's the thing. Mr. Trump has upcoming health issues, okay? You heard it here first. Remember that when it happens, you heard it here. He has health issues that he doesn't know about. He has health issues that are coming up for him. He's not in good health because his diet is poor. He doesn't really exercise. He's just not in good health. He may feel strong right now and healthy and all that, but there are some upcoming health issues for him that are going to affect him in the next 4 years, and which might prevent him from even running or doing anything else because they will be serious. Okay, they will be serious. So you heard it here. Yeah. So let's move on to the next card. So again, we have the Ace of Swords. This represents victory. He's saying in his mind right now that he is victorious. And this acquittal just gave him more power to be the person that he is, which is not very good. Because of him, people died during that insurrection on the Capitol. And he doesn't care. Okay, he doesn't care one iota about it, y'all. He's not sorry that these people lost their lives. He may get on TV and say that he's sorry, but this card represents that. He's not sorry one bit. The only thing he's thinking about is his acquittal. He's victorious, and he is the king. Okay, but this is the double-edged sword. So if he's not careful, it can go the other way, meaning that he is in that energy to where he's thinking he's too big. Okay, let me tell you something, okay? We cannot be greater than God or greater than, our Lord above. when you're here on earth, you can only serve two people. Okay, who are the two people that you can serve? One is God and the other one is Satan. Okay, which one is Trump serving? Okay, think about that. You cannot be greater than God. When you do, he's going to cut you down. When he sees that someone is getting way up there, too great, and starting to do things that aren't right, like the insertion, people are dying because of that, or other stuff, then God's going to cut you down. God's going to cut you down. Okay, I don't care what you say or what you think about that. It's the truth. Okay, so he can easily flip this card around if he's not careful, because now this acquittal gave him even more power in his mind to think that he is invincible. Now he thinks he's invincible, that he can do anything to anybody and nothing's going to happen to him. But little does he know that karma does come back around and get you, okay? One way or the other. You cannot escape karma. Okay, I'm going to say it again. You cannot escape karma no matter who you are. What you do in this lifetime, it comes back around before you leave the earth. And then you have the second judgment, which is on Judgment Day, when you face God. That's the second judgment, when you'll be judged again for the things you've done here on earth, okay, in your lifetime, okay? But as long as you're living on this earth, you cannot escape karma. It might take a day, it might take 2 years, it might take 10 years, but karma will get you. And he has got a whole lot of karma to pay back, okay, a whole lot. This is stuff that he doesn't even think about, stuff that he don't even care about. When he does something that he's not supposed to, he doesn't have a conscience where he thinks, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that because, I might get, karma might come back and get me. He doesn't think in those terms, okay? Because he's so far up his own ass that all he thinks about is the power he wants to gain and have this crown on his head. And he's forgetting that he is not God. Okay, God is watching everything all the time. Some people might say, well, God's not there. He hasn't done nothing about it. Oh, he is. But God does things in his own time. And part of it is karma. Karma is coming to get him. Okay, Sorry, my camera went off. Okay, now here we have the Two of Pentacles. Again, in the midst of all the storm, here's the storm in the back representing Trump's life, which has been very stormy these last year or so. He's a rich man. We all know that. Here's the Pentacles. And he's going to be rich forever. Here's the infinity sign. But he is having problems standing. Okay, let me rephrase it another way. He's standing on one leg, meaning balancing his finances. Okay, so that is what Trump is trying to do right now. He's trying to balance his finances. He's trying to balance everything that has happened to him, because everything came at him very, very quick. The presidency, the impeachment, all this other stuff. So, and if y'all noticed the other day, they took down one of the old Trump towers. I think it was like a casino or something. So he's trying real hard, trying to balance everything out. I feel like he ignored a little bit of this stuff while he was president. So now he's trying to catch up. He's trying to see where his books are, where his money's at, everything. He's trying to just balance everything out. But he is having a hard time. But amidst all the problems, he's still able to do it. Able to do it because you see how he's balancing on one leg. Okay, so that's what that card literally represents. Now here we have the Five of Swords. This is scattered energy. Okay, I do feel like he's got more legal battles that are coming up. The impeachment was just the beginning of it. But this is scattered energy where there's a whole lot of people fighting, each other. The wands are waving everywhere, all over the place. So they're not going in one direction or the other. They're just everywhere. Okay, let me get a drink, y'all. I am drinking from my beautiful little coffee cup, my magic potion here. And there we go. So, I do feel like in the future, there are more legal battles that he's going to have to face For other stuff that he's done, this impeachment was just the beginning of the karma that's coming towards him. Yes, he was acquitted. Doesn't mean karma isn't going to get him in another way. Karma can get you in many, many ways. Just because he was acquitted doesn't mean everything's hunky-dory, okay? It doesn't mean that everything's okay, that what he did was okay, because it's not. But he is going to be facing more legal battles for other stuff. Some of the stuff is the stuff we don't even know about. And it's coming up for him. Coming up for him very quick, okay? Very quick, within the next 5 months or so. 5 weeks to 5 months, you're going to see that again. Okay, so now, last but not least, oh, yeah, of course this would pop up for him. This is the sneaky card. Okay, this is a sneaky card. You see how he's looking over his shoulder, making sure no one saw him steal these swords. Stealing energy, stealing power. Tiptoeing off, sneaking off. And this is his current energy right now. His current energy, okay? Again, he doesn't care what people think about him. He doesn't care how he looks to the public, because in his mind, he is the all-powerful Trump. And he remains in that energy, and he will continue to remain in that energy until, whatever happens to him, or until the day he expires. We all have a day that we're going to expire. Only God knows that day. We can't predict it, but everybody leaves this earth at one point or the other. I do feel like he's hiding stuff. He's hiding a whole lot of stuff that he did that's going to be uncovered. Okay, it's going to be uncovered. We're going to find out what it is, because again, with this card, truths also come out. All right. So for the remaining next 4 years, he will be in this energy, sneaky, stealing power wherever he can, because he wants to come back up. He wants to be president again, or he wants to be top dog. He does feel like he was knocked down a notch, which does not set well with him. He wants to get right back up and be the top dog again. So I do see he's going to be very sneaky, doing sneaky things to get back up on top. Again, he is going to run for president, after this 4 years. I don't feel like he will win. I also feel like he might not make it because he has health issues. Okay, health issues that he doesn't even know about that are coming up for him. All right, he actually needs to go see a doctor, get a physical, which maybe he has already. Who knows? But some of these things that can sneak up on you, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I had this. I didn't know I had cancer. I didn't know I was going to have a heart attack. I didn't know my cholesterol was high, or I had a blood clot, or things like that. Okay, that just all of a sudden sneak up on you. All right. So we're going to leave Trump in this energy here. He is going to bring his own doomsday to himself. All his actions are going to be, his own fault. Everything he does happens to him because he brings it on himself. And we're going to leave him in that energy there. I will do a part 2 to this, y'all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.